Hello, and welcome to another edition of our weekly unboxing. Let's get logged in and check it out. So I kind of took a week off mostly last week. I went back to work, and basically I was just pretty exhausted. I hadn't worked in like a month, so didn't end up playing that much, but I did manage to get some keys in. Did a couple last minute keys with the guys last night, so see what we get. So today, if I do a vision, I'll be able to, my resistance will go up to be 101, so I'll be able to equip another Expedient 3, so I'll replace one of my Expedient 1s on my rings with an Expedient 3, and I'll still be under 40. So that'll be good. Probably take my haste, so it's going from a 6% to a 12%. So probably put my haste pretty close to 50%, which would be cool. We're gonna do the loot spec as unholy. Try to get a Getty, I think. Check it out. I think this week on Thursday, Versatile 3 comes out, so I'm gonna start building my versatility set for tanking. But let's open the chest, see what we get. Vial of animated blood. Pretty sure I already have this trinket, so I got a trinket. Probably not going to be able to use that, especially since I think I've already got one. But oh well. The key is a 17 Temple of Sethralis. So yeah, we did last night. We did a 17 mother load and then an 18 temple, and then we didn't have enough people to run anymore. I think we could have pushed. The temple turned into a way crest. I think we could have pushed that as well. We also had an 18 mother load, but I did both of those as a DPS. So we're getting there. So I got an 18 Shrine as DPS, 18 Waycrest was tank, 18 Workshop was tank, Temple was DPS. Motherload I got one for tank and one for DPS. Freehold. Of course Toldagor was tank, but so really if I get a good like Siege and King's Rest, it help my score a little bit. So that's about all there is left to work for, to be honest. You know, it's trouble with endgame stuff. The gains that you get from grinding are only very, very minute. So I might try to do some battlegrounds this week. Like I said last week, I just didn't end up playing very much. So if I can push some BGs, I've been using Blood of the Enemy for Frost Spec as one of my minors, and I've only got rank 2. So if I get that to rank 3, that would help as well. But yep, we kind of breezed through the 17 and 18 key we ran yesterday, which was kind of nice. So, must have been a pretty easy week, but we'll keep going down the list. Oops. Oh yeah, so I tried to do raiding on my hunter last week. This was like the middle of my work week, and we were on break and my computer crashed, so I decided just to call it for the night. Yeah, I was feeling pretty tired. I was tired all week. You know, when you go from kind of just sleeping whenever and just sitting around all day to like working for 10 hours a day, it'll catch up to you. But there are some gains to be had with my hunter. I'm gonna leave my loot spec to survival, just because I don't need any bows anymore, so just something different. I'll probably never play survival, but if I can have one and then pass a staff to somebody, that'd be good. These arc glass bindings from Temple are actually the bracers that I want, so A good 475 version of that would be a pretty good upgrade. I haven't messed with any of my stuff that I got last week, but there are some things I can get for sure. I think I need a bit more haste. My crit's doing pretty good, so a bit more haste would be good. But let's see what we get. We did get bracers. Let's see. Haste and versatility. No crit. So the Rowell's barrel hook bracers. I think those must be from Waycrest. But it comes with Echoing Void, 35 corruption. So probably won't use the corruption there, but I don't know. I might be able to ditch. That's a lot of crit though. Let me see what happens if I put these on. So still 51 crit. Takes my haste up 1%. So those might be an upgrade. Probably not going to hurt me to put them on. Definitely helps my eye level a bit. But and then I could always I'd cleanse that obviously, but I'm still behind on my resistance. I didn't actually get any resistance last week. I logged off before I got a chance to fight Nazoth, but I could, let me see how much currency I have. So I've got some echoes saved up, so I could buy a bunch of resistance and get another severe on there, which would be good. I don't know, definitely gonna play around with that. So it's nice to play some of my other characters just because there are still some upgrades to get. The Death Knight is just end game stuff, you know. Not much to do at the end of the game. If only they would come out with an expansion. We'd have more game to play. Alright, let's check my Demon Hunter. I ran a key pretty early on in the week with him. It's been hot around here. Like 90 degrees plus. So I got a little cooler today, but it's supposed to warm back up this weekend. Demon Hunter. So the Demon Hunter is like the biggest riddle as far as gear and corruption and stuff like that goes, because he benefits the most from the random proc corruptions just because of the increased haste that Demon Hunters get with their I-beam buff. So I do want to kind of reevaluate my gear and my my corruption and stuff like that, and just kind of play around. I think sims are misleading. So if you do a simulation for like Infinite Star and you include Infinite Stars or Twilight Devastation, like that's always going to win the sim. They're very like misleading on sims. Yes, they do a lot of damage, but it is RNG, stuff like that. Supposedly, you know, if I have two of these heroic fist weapons from Raden somewhere. Yeah, so I have a second one. So supposedly just using both of those instead of my 475 with TD on it is going to be, you know, more damage per amount of corruption. So, but then like I've talked about before, having two 460s when you have a 475 just doesn't feel as nice and stuff like that. So I suppose I could, you know, buy some other corruption. I haven't really bought any corruption. He's got 26,000 echoes saved up. So I could just try to buy Twilight Dev or something next time it comes out. But anyway. So gear-wise, you know, a good belt would be good. Maybe some better gloves. Some higher level rings. I don't know. There is stuff you can get. I really need to go through and just look at all this gear in my bags here. I just need to go through and kind of pick a set. The trouble with Demon Hunter is really like raid gear versus dungeon gear versus PvP gear, which I don't really PvP. It's all different. So you just need a crap load of gear for the same spec. It's actually pretty obnoxious. So I like it to be a bit more simple than that, but we'll see what it gets. guess what I'm trying to say is the Demon Hunter exhausts me. Okay, moss-covered wingtip shoes. Ooh, with a socket. Haste and mastery. The corruption it came with is leech. 28 corruption for 5% leech. I don't think the socket's going to add that much. I suppose I could put crit on there, but I'd lose quite a bit of verse. You know, and technically I could grind out some mementos. I even have enough to buy a socket already. It's like sockets are just such a big investment, but I also think I forgot to check my hunter's key, but that can just be a mystery. 14 Temple of Sethralis, so 2 temple keys. Oh, actually I can check here. 14 Motherlode was my hunter's keys, so yeah, so kind of a bust for gear. Although I think that's going to happen more often than not. There's just so little things to actually get. I actually contemplating, like, I kind of took the week pretty easy. Didn't play more than a couple hours compared to usual where I playing most days. I contemplated just like retiring for the rest of the expansion. I'm definitely considering retiring my Demon Hunter. He's the, I don't know, he's got the most going on as far as like what I have to worry about and mess with, but I just haven't been enjoying him as much as like my DK or my Hunter. So we'll see. I probably won't. And you know, when he's pretty well geared, and I think I do have potential in these bags to have like a better setup going on, but you know, a lot of it's just me not being lazy. That kind of thing. But how about you guys? How are you feeling about the expansion? Are you ready for Shadowlands, or are you looking for new stuff? I definitely am. You know, Nyalotha is really stale for me. I'm not really enjoying Nyalotha right now. But I don't know. I'll probably, on my Death Knight at least, I'll get my cloak to the max resistance, which I think is 125. So I'm at 101. So you know, so I suppose that's 7 weeks. So like 2 months. 2 months left of resistance. And if I do that, that probably means that I can equip, like, you know, today I'll equip a rank 3 expedient, and then in 3 more weeks I'll equip another rank 3 expedient. So it probably means that I can get another rank 3 expedient in there somewhere, if I have enough gear. You know, I think that's what we're running into, is the gear is pretty much every piece of gear, at least on my DK, it has expedient on it already. That's just for Unholy though. They have those severes too, and yeah. Anyway, I do plan on making a video about corruption, probably focusing more on my Death Knight. Just kind of discussing my thoughts, kind of the research I've done, just to kind of share with you guys, you know, what direction that I decided to go with. It's pretty obvious if you've been following what I do, but anyway, I'd like to go into some detail on that. I'll keep trying for the Lich King mount every week. I do run that most weeks. No luck. I'm sure most of you are in the same boat. No luck there. But anyway, I hope everyone has a great week. You know, it's getting warm, at least around here, summer months, so stay cool, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.